Hello and welcome to the Races TV. We're going to have a chat to John MacMillan in just a moment, but firstly let's have a look at the diary. It's a busy week coming up on Saturday. Apart from the meeting at Morphettville, there's a meeting at Ceduna as well. Good luck to the club over there, the first of the non-tabs for the West Coast this season. On Sunday, it's Bordertown Cup Day. We wish the club all the very best there as well. Wednesday, we go racing at Gawler, and next Friday, the big twilight meeting at Morphettville. Well, John MacMillan's had a terrific time in the last 18 months, and John, there's been a lot of publicity for the stable and probably a lot of it to do with your star apprentice, Jamie Kah.
Yeah, I've, when I first started training and when I was riding over jumps, I was always Ruth MacMillan's brother. I've had a couple of years of my own and now I'm Jamie Kah's master.
Oh, that's funny, but mate, she has been great for the stable.
Yeah, she's been terrific. She's actually been with me since she was 14. I always knew she was going to be good and she's a good part of the team, but she's obviously going to fly a bit higher than the rest of us are.
Trainers always say they've got one home better. Now, you might have said that tongue-in-cheek, but you've got high hopes for another young girl apprentice as well.
Yeah, look, I was definitely tongue-in-cheek when I said Ruby Mayers would be better, but I believe Ruby Mayers will be as good as Jamie. The only daunting thing there for me is that I think people forget that, when Jamie first started riding, although she was far better than most beginners, she still made her share of mistakes, and Ruby is entitled to make those, but I think she will. Within 18 months, 2 years, she'll be doing the same things as Jamie is.
Just on Jamie, you're about to send her interstate, I understand. She's going to go and have a month with Mick Price, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Look, only because we would have left it a little longer, but she's almost outridden her Metropolitan claim. That gives her no claim. And I spoke to Mick and I said, look, I want this kid to get a bit of people to see that she can ride in Melbourne while she's still got that opportunity. He was happy to give her a go and said he'll help her out. So she'll go there for January before she goes to Singapore for the first 2 weeks in February. So I'm guessing she'll be back here in Adelaide for the Autumn Carnival, but probably with no claim by then.
Let's have a look at your two runners on Saturday, John. Filiar Invictus resuming in race number 6. She's a mare that I do like. You tried her at black type level last campaign as well, so you've obviously got a reasonable opinion of her yourself.
Yeah, look, I being out of an octagonal mare, I thought she'd get over ground. And, she's so honest. She ran good races over a bit of ground, but she just didn't get it. And in the end, we just threw our hands in the air and said, you know what, she's probably better as a sprinter miler, maybe 9 furlongs. And I'll keep her fresh this prep and keep her at that. She's run second and third behind horses like Danish Spy, which have got black type at that mile level. And I think that's the calibre of horse I think she is.
All right, and your other runner, Highness, now he was due to run at Strathalbyn before he went to Moonee Valley last start. Now there was an incident at Strathalbyn where it was a race day scratching, and then at Moonee Valley last start I think you came up with a genuine excuse for the horse as well.
Yeah, actually probably lucky that he got scratched. He would have saved us a trip to Moonee Valley because the same thing would have happened. He got loose at Strathalbyn and just cut himself a minor cut. It was nothing serious. A few days later he was fine, action was fine, and there was a race at Moonee Valley. We sent him there. But he ran badly, and he actually stayed with Mick Price, and Mick said to me, look, he made a noise come back to scale, get him scoped. We did that. We did an overground endoscope. That's where I actually rode him in a gallop with the scope attached to him. And the vet that looked at it said, he's just got a couple of minor issues with his breathing. They suggested a gear change, putting a nose roll on and perhaps getting his head down a little bit. Suggested that'll help him a lot. Well, he's worked tremendous with it. Worked back to how he was 6 months ago. And you look, I think, without declaring him, because he's had a hit and miss a gallop here and there, I certainly expect him to fight the finish out on Saturday.
Good on you, John. Thanks for joining us. Ruth MacMillan's brother and Jamie Kah's master.
Thanks very much, Terry.
Thank you to John MacMillan. He is a real character. Just quickly, 2 races to have a look at coming up on the weekend. Firstly, race 5 at Morphettville. We'll have a look at the 5th heat of the Star of Christmas series. Looks like being a good race. John MacMillan, as we discussed, he's got a runner there with Filiar Invictus. The weight's headed up by Marble Rye. Should be a very competitive race, that. And naturally enough, we'll have a look at the Cup at Bordertown on Sunday. So there is the field. And as we were saying earlier, we certainly wish the club all the very best for their big day on Sunday at Bordertown. We'll see you again next week.
There's nothing like a day at the races.